Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is where we give you daily news updates about what's happening around the world right now. I have some weird stuff to cover here on X. So you guys know how do we do it. We're always on X, scrolling through the #1 rated news source, which is X actually. That's factual stuff. More people in the world go to X for news than actual news stations now. So with that being said, be sure to like, subscribe, because I do these daily, and let's get right into it. Alrighty, if you don't follow me on X, what the heck are you guys doing? Go do that right now, at something special. A senator tweeted out this.
This is what's wrong. So we're at 400 Massachusetts Avenue Northwest, and this is what we see in a government advertising box. We don't know if the government allowed this or an individual, but targeting individuals, hopefully only using USAID's logo. It better not be funded by them or endorsed by them. The president is asking serious questions about where taxpayer dollars are going and whether or not it's the best and highest use. I, for one, think that Elon Musk and President Trump are doing right by the American taxpayers asking those questions. This is what's wrong with the process.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know where he said he was, but there's literally a government issued ad box, and it literally says help eliminate Elon, like, and there's the USAID logo there. That's kind of scary. I mean, the showing this to the wrong person and actually brainwashing them, they might, like, we live in the 21st century. Like, people might take this the wrong way and maybe want to potentially, like, kill Elon. That's like putting out a hit on somebody. That's literally putting out a hit on somebody. Help eliminate Elon. Like, that's crazy. 6 months ago, the idea of joining USA sounded ridiculous just about to everyone. Today, it seems like a reasonable idea. 6 months from now, a lot of people will be begging for it. So he posted this Twitter video. I'm gonna have to zoom in on the bottom there.
Glad to have you with us.
Man, moving on. This guy's like, Musk kid looked at Trump, said, I want to slush your fucking mouth up, picked his nose and wipe it on a resolution desk, and all in less than 20 seconds. And I said, this is gross. Making an X post about a kid is blatantly lying. Making an X post about a kid and blatantly lying, have some shame. Like, that's, dude, people are so, like, heartless, I feel like. Dude, this is our society. We're filled with a bunch of heartless people. Watch our former PM, so Stephen Harper. So this guy ran Canada for like 9 years, or ran Canada for 8 years flawlessly. Well, not flawlessly. There's probably like some things, but I said this guy ran Canada during the golden years. Thank you. And we're gonna see we're just gonna watch a minute of what he says.
The real problem in the West is not that our prospects are not good. It's elements in our own countries and our own societies that do not want us to succeed.
Yeah.
They do not want us to succeed.
They want to tear down the current system.
They want to tear down. The modern left, called Marxist often, is not really socialist. It's nihilist. Its ethics are entirely nihilist. And it's all about ripping everything down. I could go into, all the reasons why I think this is so. It doesn't really matter what the explanation for it is. It's all bad, and it needs to be fought and opposed.
Where's this liberalism coming from? That it's complicated. You call it nihilist, but there's this. It's new on the left to have this illiberalism, right? And that's something that we didn't really have that as much, or did we always have this massive?
Well,
it's
always been on the extreme left. It's
leaked into the rest of society.
But what the far left and the far right always have in common?
They're both illiberal.
Yeah, they're both illiberal.
That is it. We watched a minute of that. I'm sure you guys can go to this Twitter page if you want to see the full interview. My father just texted me to go do something, so we're gonna have to do this episode quick. Elon Musk's dad. Like, I didn't even know. To be fair, I just never seen Elon Musk's father, and I can't believe this is his father. Like, is this real? But he says in an interview, we're gonna watch it.
Michelle Obama's a man.
Of course.
You don't know that?
I didn't know that. No.
We're gonna restart that.
Michelle Obama's a man.
Of course. You don't know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joan Rivers mentioned it publicly, and she was dead 2 weeks later, by the way.
You think
Oh, yes.
they axed her, eh?
The actor, yeah. So that's common knowledge. You can look it up on
Yeah.
any internet thing.
I'm sure.
And yeah, Michelle Obama's a man. Obviously, you know, they've got, you know, so got pictures of her in tracksuits with a 9-inch slong hanging down her leg. No, it's a leg.
Michelle Obama's a man.
So, I just simply quoted to this tweet and said, well, maybe our common sense, or maybe our common isn't so common anymore. Common sense, gone. Common values, fading. Common ground, now a battlefield. What's really happening, question mark. Thinking emoji. That's crazy. To be honest, I kind of didn't know, like, Elon Musk's father is, like, still alive. I don't know, this is my first time ever seeing him, like, ever. So that's pretty crazy. He must be a proud father. I would be proud to have Elon Musk as my son. Like, it's literally Elon Musk. I replied to this tweet saying every fake news station has at least 3 women on the front lines, almost like it's a part of a script.
It's about the things they are finding, and they are inviting questions about the things they are finding every single day.
But by definition, he's not being transparent. They're not providing data for the things that they say they have found evidence of. They just aren't.
I mean, the White House has provided.
You can make announcements, and he also did admit that he actually.
So you just don't believe it. I mean, they are providing information. You just choose not to believe that it's true.
He's not been transparent.
And as she's saying, he's not been transparent. There's literally a Department of Government Efficiency in Twitter or X, and they literally report everything that they find with screenshots of everything. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. All right, I quoted to this tweet saying, the average Canadian is being brainwashed into thinking war with the USA is a great idea. We are living in a simulation. Calling all Canadian NPCs, go home and put your phone down and recharge. Y'all are running on a short circuit. Look at this guy. This guy is calling for like a war.
Is going to do is to use all of the powers of the federal government, including the emergency powers of the federal government, to accelerate the major projects that we need in order to build this economy and take on the Americans.
Like, he just had to add that one bit at the end, and to take on the Americans. Like, that's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. That's why I quoted it saying they're being brainwashed into thinking war is not just a good idea, it's a great idea. Breaking news. Popular streamer XQC completely snaps on stream when he finds out Canadian governments will be taking 60% of his income this year. Wow. I didn't even know XQC lived in Canada. I thought he moved to the States, to be honest, so this was a surprise for me.
Like I paid 57% taxes in Quebec, right? 57%. At that point, brother, when I paid the taxes, brother, you know what I want to do? I want to call the office, call the whatever, IRS, whatever, it'll give it. Say, hey man, can I talk to your superior? And say, yo, today I don't want to stream. Can you stream for me? Because clearly they deserve more than half. So they're doing more than I am. So today, how about you pull up and you stream for me? How about you pull up and do it for me, motherfucker? Holy fucking shit, man. What a joke, man. What a fucking joke, man. They can't fix the roads. I pull the car out. It's a war zone. Brother, there's craters on the street. Oh, dude, we do the infrastructure. Like, holy fuck, man.
Like, is that not like he's completely right. If they're taking like 60% of his annual income, they're doing more work. They're technically saying that they're doing more work than him. So, like he said, pull up to his stream and stream for him. That's crazy. The 60% of his annual income, and XQC makes a lot of money, right? He's a very popular streamer, and he's been a very popular streamer for a very long time. So 60%, I wouldn't be surprised if his annual income, XQC, is above 30 million. They'd be like taking $16 million from him. That would hurt. That would hurt. So, breaking news. Jordan Peterson. If you guys don't know him, he's a very popular guy, and he's also, I don't know, he's very smart for something. I don't know what it was, I forgot. But basically, he just warns Canadians about the dangers of Mark Carney. We're not going to watch anything of it, but you guys can definitely go to his socials and find the clip. Daniel Smith nailed it. The only way to avoid tariffs, call an election. Daniel Smith is light years ahead of the rest.
Can I just say first a couple of things. I think diplomacy is working. I think that the fact that we got a 30-day reprieve was because we agreed to work on the cross-border problem of fentanyl. I was pleased to see the federal government announce a fentanyl czar, and my administration has already been in touch with him to talk about how in Alberta we can lend to the success of those efforts. So what I would say is what I've seen from this president is that he is prepared to make a deal. We've made a deal on that. I think we can make a deal on steel and aluminum by making very much the same argument that I've been making on energy and critical minerals. We've won the argument that those raw materials are essential to American success. It comes in, it makes value-added products, it creates good American jobs, it creates good American products that we buy back. Same thing for aluminum. They just do not make enough for their defense industry, their auto industry, and their critical needs. So I think aluminum, we can make the very same argument. And on steel, we buy as much steel products from them as they buy from us. On USMCA, it has to be renegotiated. I think we have to remember we've got two sets of tariffs. This first tariff was about dealing with the fentanyl crisis. And I think that we have satisfied the president that we're working on that. The second round of tariffs will come with the renegotiation of USMCA. And I think the sooner we get a government with a 4-year mandate, the sooner we can open that up and solve the broader range of tariff issues that we have.
Wow. And there you have Doug Ford in the back there. That man is like, oh man. Like, I want to say he's two-faced. Doug Ford is very two-faced. When he's back home, he's screaming on the mics to cut off the energy to America, and when he's in America, he's just sitting there
with the fentanyl crisis. And I think that we have satisfied the president.
You know what Doug Ford reminds me of? You know what Doug Ford reminds me of, boys? Reminds me of a bit of a chihuahua, you know? Like, from far back, they're barking, they're very annoying, but when confrontation is up close, they're like, you know, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I fucked up. President Trump says he's going to be doing a major announcement today. So you guys are going to get that tomorrow. He's releasing a lot of names that have been paid out by the government. So that's a major bombshell waiting to happen. Alrighty guys, that's everything I have for you guys today. I have to go help my father with something. If you guys like this episode of the news segment, hopefully you guys like the freaking video, subscribe, you know. I do these daily. I don't put super much work into these news segments. It's kind of just a way for me to show YouTube that I'm active. So it looks good on my channel. I don't put a lot of work, but it still takes time out of my day, as it should. So hopefully you guys like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for the next one. Peace, boys.